What is going on, you guys, and welcome back to another video. This is a update of, if you guys have been following me on Instagram, you guys would have seen that I've been giving updates on Instagram about my car. So if you guys have been following me on Instagram, you guys would know that I had my car on a tow truck, as you'll see here on the screen, and it was for a reason that just happened so weirdly. So each part of the story is going to be like day one, day two, whatever. So day one is pretty much I drove to work just fine. I went to work, did my little 9 hours, drove to the store to go grab some supplies, and then as I was leaving the store, I was gonna go get gas. So as I left, I heard like this really bad bad knock. So I'm thinking it's just a car next to me, whatever. But the knocking was going along with the RPM. So I'm like, what the heck is that? So I pull over like 3 minutes from my house, going down the street to go get gas. So I'm checking everything. I checked oil pressure. There was no smoke coming out of the exhaust. There wasn't no big boom. It was just, I got on the street from the parking lot and it started happening. I pulled over, very difficult to do. I tore apart pretty much my strut tower brace, my engine cover that I have, that you guys might have seen. And then I checked all my spark plugs. Spark plugs were fine. Like I said, I had oil pressure, everything. When I was driving the car, everything felt fine. Like, it was just weird. I ended up getting it towed to Sanderson Ford here in Arizona, over off of Glendale, I think. Yeah, Sanderson Ford. And I left it there because by the time the tow truck got there, it was like 6 o'clock at night, 6:30 at night, and service already closed at 6. There was no way they're going to see my car, even if it was like 5:30. So the next day, I'm waiting. I couldn't go to work, so I'm just at home waiting for a call. Finally get a call. They ask me what is all, like more information about the car. Told them, obviously it's a 2017 Mustang EcoBoost. This is what's going on with it. And they're like, yeah, we heard the knocking sound. Hopefully it's not a spun bearing, lifters, valve, piston. It could have been any of those things because they haven't torn it down yet. So fast forward, the next day, I'm at work. I'm waiting for another call. The tech advisor calls me and was like, hey, Mr. 200, that's what I was going to say for now. Have you taken your car to a track? Have you raced it? This and that. And I says, yeah, why? And he says, the only reason why I asked is because obviously you have racing seats and you have upgrades on your car. Fine. He says, it's no big deal. It's just something he has to tell his advisor that's going to be looking at the car. And he's into motorsports himself. He does drifting on the weekends up here at Firebird Raceway. So I'm like, okay, cool. I have a car guy that's actually looking after the car, that's actually going to be helping me out, so to speak. So then fast forward maybe about 2 more hours, they tear down the car. They said that everything in the engine was perfect because I do all the maintenance and everything, oil change. I check my coolant. I check everything. He says, well, good news and bad news. I said, okay. He said, good news is not your engine. I said, bad news is your clutch. And he said, it's weird because when he pulled my car from the lot to inside the service bay, everything felt fine. Like, it was grabbing first to second, depending on how far it was. Everything was grabbing. But he said that there's literally, he said on his desk, there was chunks of my clutch on his desk that the tech, disassembled. So that was the good news. Good news is the clutch. I'd rather have a new clutch than a new engine. Well, I would like a new engine, but There's actually an engine I'm actually looking at. But anyway, so he says, okay, well, we have two options. We can do an aftermarket one or an OEM one. I says, okay, well, would the aftermarket one hold more horsepower? Because I do plan on making more power. He says, yes. So I said, okay, give me a quote for both. He went to lunch, called me back when he got back from lunch, and was like, well, got good news and bad news. I was like, shit. What's the good news? What's the bad news? He says, the good news is we can get you an OEM clutch, and it's this price. I'll say that in a minute. He says, the bad news is we can't get you an aftermarket one. We can't source one. Okay, that's fine, as long as I can get my car back together. He says, okay, so for the quote, he says, I'm quoting you semi-high. $2,400 to replace my clutch. He asked me, is that something you're able to do on your own? I says, no, because I live in an apartment. I don't have, car buddies. I don't have, like how I used to in California. And I don't have nobody with a lift. So that's where I'm at with the car. It's been a long, I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Hopefully they can do like payment plans. Throughout the whole time though, like I was thinking I can just buy another car, but right now buying another car is not a smart investment right now for me, especially because we're trying to move into a house, trying to get, everything going. So it's not a good investment. Plus, cars right now, the APR is so stupid on the new GT Premium that they have there. Yeah, it's not feasible. And I just know I'm not gonna like the car. It's not gonna, get me excited like mine does. Yeah, it's a V6 or V8 going to as compared to my EcoBoost, but it's the sentimental value I have behind the car. A lot of you guys know the reason why. But yeah, hopefully I can give you guys some more updates later on in another video, but this is what's going on. I haven't really gave any verbal updates about the car since it happened. This all happened on Tuesday, and now it's as I'm recording this, it is Sunday. So they said the car will be ready next week, which would be this upcoming week, Wednesday. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Hopefully, they let me do like payment plans. They let me do something, along those lines, because I can't just spend roughly $2,400, out of my hair. That's just one thing I can't do. But hopefully everything's gonna work out fine. I'm just kind of worried about the price. I mean, everybody's asking me, "Wow, why'd you take it to a dealership? Why'd you take it to a dealership?" I'd rather take it to a dealership that will do it, and the name is on the invoice, or like I can take it back to them if something happens, and it's probably gonna be warranted. Hopefully, if I take it to like a little performance shop, a mom and pop shop, I don't trust them enough to do it. Yes, there's performance shops that I do talk to out here, but they were way too far for the tow truck to even go. There was one in Mesa, I think one in Chandler that I know of. But just take it to a dealership. I know that dealership really well. I've dealt with them before. When I lived out here before, I'd taken the car there for some service and stuff. So, yeah. With all that being said, guys, that's pretty much 3 parts into one video of what's going on with the car. Hope you guys enjoy. Oh God, I really wish I made money off of YouTube so I can just pay for it. But if you guys like videos like this, which I don't like making videos like this, but if you guys are new to the channel, please go check out my other videos that are actually pretty entertaining. And yeah, like, subscribe, hit that bell icon to be notified when my videos do come out. And I'll catch you guys all later, maybe with another update coming up. So, peace out, guys.